So Fedor, we all know that this is your retirement fight, but if you win the title and if Francis Ngannou comes over to Bellator, would you consider fighting him to unite the UFC and Bellator titles?
Good job, young lady.
Знаете, ну, некорректно, наверное, говорить при действующем чемпионе такие задавать, не то что задавать, но отвечать мне на этот вопрос.
Probably it's completely incorrect to answer that question because of the Ryan Bader is over here and he's the champion at this moment.
Вот. Ну а так нет, я уже. Вот мой последний бой. Мне интересен чемпион.
This is my last fight, and all I think of is just this last fight with the champion of Bellator.
Я бы хотел дать бой чемпиону, да.
I want to have this fight with the champion of Bellator.
Райану Бейдеру.
Ryan Bader.
И закончить.
And be done.
Possibly Ngannou coming to Bellator, is that something, I don't know, you're working on?
You know, I'll tell you, our policy has been we reach out and talk to every free agent that is available to talk and have a conversation and to bring the top free agents to Bellator. And we have reached out. There is dialogue, and we look forward to having a sit-down with him at some point in the near future.
Your last press conference. Tomorrow will be your last weigh-in ever, and Saturday night's the last time you step into the cage. How's the mood been like for you coming into this week, both emotionally and mentally?
Слава Богу, что это все в последний раз.
Thanks God that it's all happening for the last time.
Why? Like, are you just like fed up with it? Like, are you tired of all the hard training and you just want to start the next chapter? Like, where's that coming from?
Закрыть этот листок и переступить на следующий чаптер книги.
Ну не то что перенасыщение, но да, наверное, уже время пришло.
Probably yes. There's about time.
Does it make you feel sad at all?
Ты чувствуешь ли ты как-то расстроен?
Нет, я абсолютно не расстроен.
Not sad at all.
Может быть, Скотт еще позовет меня на какую-нибудь пресс-конференцию.
Maybe Scott is going to call me for like another press conference.
You know, piggybacking off that, Scott, and you could answer this too as well, Fyodor. Exhibition fights. I read something, and just as my mind going too, hey, Anderson Silva and Fyodor, exhibition, it's not a real fight, but I think there would be a lot of interest in that.
I mean, I think I can answer that. I mean, one of the conversations with one of the fighters was Anderson, and he chose to just box, and he wanted to fight in a boxing match against Jake, and he said the wear and tear on his body to do MMA was too tough, so he declined the fight. So that fight I don't think will happen at any level because we've already offered him that event.
What did Fyodor say about that?
Да нет, наверное, у меня много другой работы.
I have many other things to do. Possibly not.
You know, finally, you know, like you're a living legend, and some people like don't ever like get to that status. But like, do you ever sit back and think about like the things you've done in your career, and like how people see you and how revered he is in this community?
У тебя была очень долгая карьера, большая. Думал ли ты когда-нибудь о том, что вот как ты относишься к тому, что люди вот на тебя так смотрят? Вот именно окружающие там для твоей комьюнити, народ.
Ну что, я стараюсь не думать и не принимать в уши, что я там легенда и прочее.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about things like I'm a legend and anything like that.
Но свой опыт я стараюсь передать.
But my experience I'm trying to share with my team.
All right, we can take our last question here, Fred.
Fyodor, hello. You retired in 2012. You had many things to do then. You had family. What makes you so sure that you are ready this time when maybe you weren't ready to completely retire 10 years ago?
Возраст.
My age is different.
возраст, да.
Age.
Пора заканчивать.
Time to be done.
Конечно, долго меня ждет семья.
Yeah, my family was waiting for me way too long.
Моя мама меня просит уже
My
тоже
mom asked
закончить.
me to
Она
be
устала
done.
переживать.
There's always worry.
Вот. И, конечно, возраст,
My age.
скажем, ну, те нагрузки, которые выполнял, я уже их не удерживаю.
The pressure that I used to be able to handle, I can't handle it anymore.
А готовиться к бойцам, ну, к молодым бойцам нужно полноценно, конечно.
But if you want to compete at the highest level with the younger people, like you have to be younger fighters, you have to be ready 100%.
Question is for Scott Coker. Scott, now that we're talking about potential free agents coming over to Bellator, has there been any communication with Nate Diaz to see if you guys could bring him over to the promotion?
Yes, there has been dialogue with everybody. I think that Nate was somebody that Mike's talking to his management, and it's just preliminary talks. It's just an ongoing conversation. But if there's anything to update, we'll let everybody know. But right now it's just dialogue.
What do you think it's going to take for you guys to go ahead and close something like that, not only for Nate, but also for Ngannou, who's also testing the free agency waters?
I mean, listen, there's every fighter has different needs, right? So we're going to sit down and have a conversation, and with Francis, I think it'll happen, sooner than later. With Nate, maybe it'll be later than sooner. And really, I think with Nate, it's going to be depending on when he's ready to come back. Sometimes he takes a long period off. Sometimes he comes back, quickly. So we'll be in dialogue with everybody because, again, top free agents, we definitely want them to come here and have a home here, and we're looking forward to those conversations.
Ryan, is there any mixed emotions coming into this fight, seeing that this is Fedor's last fight, and just the reverence that he has amongst the MMA fans and what he means to the sport?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Me going out there and doing my job and winning, I'm the bad guy, taking that away from him, and just like I was saying earlier with the couple legends that are retiring, Shogun and, Glover and stuff like that, you want to see those guys go out on a win, but I'm in that position, and what am I going to do? Go in there and just fold up for them, I got to do my job. So, but yeah, I respect that guy a lot, what he's done in the sport, but, also as a person, and, I got a job to do, but at the end of the day.
I know both you and Fedor are focused, but piggying back off the question that the young lady over here asked, even the mention of Francis Ngannou fight, does it kind of make you like tingle a bit or salivate at the thought of that if you are in fact the winner on Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, potentially. Do I really want to fight him? I don't know, but I think I have the skill set to go in there, and stay away from those big bombs and stuff like that. And look, there's fighters that are scary, and you say their name, and you're like, man, I want to fight that guy and stuff like that. But, we're in this sport, and, I have a belt here because, I think I can beat anybody at any given night, and I stand by that. And so, and you throw anybody in the cage, I'm going to go in there with the mindset that I'm going to go in there and beat them, and I've walked in there every single fight thinking that, and a few in my career when I was younger that, I had some doubts, and it didn't turn out so great, and so there's a couple fights there where I said, you know what, I'm going to flip this little mindset that I have, and I can, and I am the best in the world, and it's worked out great since then.